welcome back. Today, we are joined by Mark Maguire from Ukebox. Hello, Mark. How you doing?
Hello. How are you doing, Kate? Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Yeah, I'm really excited to talk to you about all things music and wedding bands. This is going to be really cool.
Yes, it's going to be good.
And thank you so much for helping me out with correcting me on your title, your band name. I don't know what I was going to say.
No, it's the easiest to remember is Jukebox without the J, so Ukebox.
That's so clever as well. Yeah. Like, that's really cool. Like, it adds like another, because from what I was reading about you guys, and when I've been like, stalking you as you do, it does feel like you are like a walking jukebox in many ways, like how you.
Well, yeah, we try and kind of, we take requests as a kind of a big thing, but so far we've 100% record with our thing is no matter what song you shout at us, we will play it for you. So
oh my God, you guys are going to be so much fun. I love it.
Yeah, it really works.
Yeah, I love it. I really want to find out more about this, actually. And we're going to go in, so maybe in the second half, I'll really, really pick your brains. But I just wanted to do like a little brief. I wanted to ask you some like sort of, so people get like an overview, I guess, of like what you guys do, and maybe just, how things go when you're picking like a wedding band. So for people that are watching. So, just very briefly, I guess, can you tell me a bit about your business and what services do you offer?
Yes, so the business is called Ukebox, and we're a ukulele band.
Yes.
So what we do is we play all the way from the ceremony to the drinks reception. We do dinner entertainment, and we do walkabout, so from table to table. This is really where the requests come in very handy, because people with a few drinks on them like to kind of shout baby shark or that sort of stuff. So we're ready for anything. And we also do evening entertainment, so we can be the nighttime band as well. So we do the whole lot. Yeah.
So you're very flexible then, very versatile.
Very flexible. And we also do the next day, a barbecue or anything like that, and the next day party. So
what advice can you give to a couple who are searching for their wedding band?
I would say they should kind of decide among themselves what kind of a wedding band they like, first and foremost. Don't listen to everybody else. If someone has an opinion, you should get this or you should get that. Don't do that. Just decide what you like yourself, and then find a couple of bands who suit that, that kind of style, and then go for them. Just so that, I suppose, if you do go for one and they happen to be booked out, then you have a backup then. And then so yourself, you won't be disappointed. Exactly. So you just make sure you like the band, because at the end of the day, it's your wedding and you're there to impress yourself rather than the crowd. If you like it, then obviously the crowd are gonna like it as well.
During the reception, how do you get the guests up, moving and dancing?
So what we do is, when you think of a ukulele band, you think of these small instruments, obviously with the kind of high sound, which is what they are. But we've added to that a ukulele bass. So one of the guys plays a bass guitar, which is a ukulele bass. It's a small version of it. And then we also have what's called a stomp box, which is like it's a foot drum essentially. So you get a kind of a drum sound coming through. Exactly. So you got that, and you got the bass. Mostly what people dance to at weddings or at anything is the bass and drum. So
yes.
So when we get all that together, then people start dancing.
And the stomp box, I guess you can move it around as well, right?
Do you mean if we're doing table to table?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, actually, that's a good point. If we're moving table to table, the stomp box is actually, it's a different thing. It's something that you just use your foot on, and it's an electric drum.
Oh, okay. So
it makes the sound of a drum.
Okay.
But if we're going table to table, we have a cajon drum or cajon.
Oh, okay.
So that's another thing, which is portable. Yeah. So
yes, it's portable. Oh my God, you guys have thought of everything. So I guess the ukuleles then, for example, when you're going around table to table, you're not wired up, right?
No, we're not wired up.
We
don't need to be.
It's just to the table. Yeah, that might be a bit too much actually. If you wheel over an amp to one table and then blast
Exactly. So you're right beside that table at that time, and then that table can hear you. They can make requests, and then you go to the next table and so on. And each get their own little concert for the time.
That feels really like, I don't know, like this like really nice one-to-one, and I think it could really help bring a table together because
exactly. This is what happens, and everybody kind of gets singing at that table, and then we found a lot of weddings, which I'll get into in a bit, is it's contagious. The next table starts singing, the next table starts singing, and soon you can't hear us at all. So it's great.
That's great. So then someone over there, they're having a nice deep chat about, life, spirituality or whatever. And because you're at this table over here, it's kind of, maybe it's not too much for them. So it's like, it actually feels like a really nice blend of both things.
Exactly. Well, that's the kind of one of the things we make a point of, which is to never be too loud, no matter what we're doing. So when we're playing a drinks reception or a dinner or anything like that, we'll make sure the volume is just nice so people can hear and enjoy it, but also be able to have a conversation, because there's nothing worse when you're trying to catch up with people you haven't seen and you can hear nothing
exactly.
but the band shouting at you. So.
Yeah, that actually was interesting because that came up yesterday as well. I was interviewing another band, and they were saying it's all about volume. Like, don't be too loud at weddings, because it's not just about you and the music. It's about the people that are there and like, what do they need? And so it's really interesting. I mean, does anyone get up and dance at the tables? Like, or is it more people sit and watch?
We had a couple of weddings. Actually, it happened more. It's happening more and more, but it was, I think the first time it happened was a place called Crover House in Cavan, and we were playing, it was near the end of it, we were playing the dinner, and I think it was the last song we were playing, and we went into Sweet Caroline, and there's a video of this on YouTube. And it's the crowd all stood up, literally everybody in the whole thing, and just start throwing around anything they had, basically, and they're all standing on the chairs, all the napkins are gone.
God.
And I was worried the tables were going to go flying, but that kind of started this kind of precedent where the next couple of weddings we played, I think people had seen that video and they were kind of ready to do that near the end. So there's another one then up in, I think it was Mullingar Park, and the whole top table were up with the napkins and everybody else, and we were playing an Oasis song, I think. And,
that's amazing.
So it gets crazy, all right, yeah. But again, it doesn't have to be, it's just if you decide. Kind of.
But it can go there.
It can go there.
It's good, so you're so versatile. So I guess, like, it's about song choice as well. I mean, you guys are great